Welcome learners for the lecture 6 of a cosmology. Let us go started as a new topic that is generated as a for study of the de Sitter universe. In a previous lecture we get it as a study of the Einstein universe. Okay, they will be considering as a 5 part. Then after that we get it as a study of a de Sitter universe. The de Sitter universe is given by the equation. First will be considered as a geometry. In geometry they generated as a first point x equals to r sin theta cos phi, y equals to r sin theta cos phi, and z equals to r cos theta. Okay, you know that a plus b equals to r e to the power t by r a minus b equals to r e to the power t by r and a equals to generated, that is a 1 minus r square upon capital R square to the power half. Okay, you know that x square plus y square plus z square equals to r square, and dx square plus dy square plus dz square equals to dr square plus r square plus dw square. This equation considering as a form, that is a equation 4.1, means a geometry form will be generated. Okay, you know that dA plus dB equals to, considering to the form, that is a e to the power t by r is a common, first part will be considered a dt. Okay, r is a cancelling to the form minus of r dr upon r by a, and dA minus dB will be generating to the form same equation, but minus sign will be given in this form. Okay, this will be the equation dA square minus dB square equals minus a square dr square plus, means e to the power minus t by r is multiplied to the form, and dt square will be generated to both of this equation in the form. Okay, minus a square dt square plus r square upon a square r square dr square. Okay, then the de Sitter model take to the form of the equation, that is a dA square equals, put up all both of this equation in this form, that is a minus dr square upon a square minus r square dw square plus r square by capital R square dr square upon a square minus dA square plus dB square, both of this equation. Then solve to the equation, that is a minus dr square upon a square, both of these common in the form. Then minus means a minus sign is a common, 1 minus r square upon capital R square, they generated to the form, that is a minus r square dw square minus dA square plus dB square. Then by definition of a we generated to the form, that is a dr square minus r square by dw square minus dA square plus dB square by definition of a. Then minus dr square means minus dx square minus dy square minus dz square, and they generated to the value, that is a minus dA square plus dB square is a constant into value. This equation is called as a 4.2. Further, by definition of a u, that is a imaginary number, will be considering ix u2 equals to iy, u3 equals to iz, and u4 equals to ia, and u5 equals to ib. Okay, imaginary number will be getted in all the form. Then dA square equals to du1 square plus du2 square plus du3 plus du5 square will be generated in the both of this form. Okay, u1 square plus u2 square plus u3 square, both of this form will be generated. Square considering 1 2 3 5, not 4 will be given, equals to r square. This is also called as a I r square. Okay, imaginary number will be. This representation a sphere in the 5-dimensional plane. Hence, the geometry of a de Sitter universe is that to considering as a surface. Sphere is a 5-dimensional considering as a Euclidean space. Okay. Next, second part. First is a considering as a geometry. In the first part, they consider it, and second is a Lemaitre Robertson from the de Sitter universe. Okay, how to explain this Robertson and Demerite experiment, that is r bar equals to r e to the power minus t upon r, square root will be considering 1 minus r square by capital R square, and t dash equals to t plus half r 1 n 1 minus r square by capital R square. This equation is a 4.4. Then the line element considering, that is a dA square equals to minus e to the power 2k t bar dr square plus r square dw square plus dt square with a 1 by r. Okay. Then removing bar in both of the equation, that will be considering to the equation that is a ds square equals to e to the power minus e to the power 2 kt dr square plus r square dw square plus dt square. Through the original form will be considering in the 2.6 of the de Sitter universe is a static. The transformation from the equation 4.5 is a non-static. Okay, let us consider another transformation of the form, that is a r bar equals to r e to the power k t0 t bar equals to t minus t0. This is 4.6 equation from a first transformation gives the change in a spatial scale, and the second one gives the change to a new 0 point for the time. With these elements changes to the form, that is a ds square equals to minus e to the power 2kt dr square plus r square dw square plus dt square. Comparing these two equation and give to the change a new 0 time does not affect the line elements. It means that to the form of a 4.5 is non-static. It may be regarded independent of the Newton.